Hello guys, welcome back to the channel once again. Today I'm super uber mega excited to be sharing this video with you guys because I really want you all to go ahead and go watch this lesbian movie. Yes, it's 100 trillion percent lesbian and it's basically following the relationship of Ines and Luz.
Rien ni personne se mettra en travers de notre rêve.
Notre rêve. Qu'est-ce que tu fais?
On nous emmerde, la mode bouddhiste, là.
Critiquer la déco de la chambre. Extorsion.
De fond, plein les bourses, et il en donne à celles qui n'en ont pas. Voilà. Et
Well, before we actually get into it and discuss, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And if you have personally watched the movie, please let me know your thoughts on it. Because to be honest, I really enjoyed it, even though I actually had to watch it with subtitles because unfortunately I don't speak French. I do understand a couple of words here and there. I can formulate and more or less understand what people are saying, but I don't speak it at all. But it was no problem for me. I watched it with subtitles and it was all good. Yes, the movie was actually released in 2023, but became very, very popular in the beginning of this year. So I didn't get the opportunity to watch it yet, but recently I had. So I just wanted to go ahead and go share it with you guys, just in case any of you also haven't watched it yet. So basically, the movie follows Lucy and Ines love each other and want to have a child, but they are missing something. After 5 attempts of, MAP, they leave for a final test in Belgium. Then begins a crazy quest to find the seed and basically the donor, which what they were actually having a lot of difficulties in finding. And yes, the movie is actually called The Seed in this case. So basically, how everything begins, since I already gave you guys the plot of the movie, basically they meet at a bar. In this case, you can clearly see that Ines, she was going through a breakup with her boyfriend. So her friend basically told her, "Hey, let's go to this gay bar, let's go have fun, let's go this Shrek, you need to get, yourself out there again." And of course, at the beginning, Ines was against it, but she actually ends up going. And while she was at the bar, she actually ends up meeting Lucy. So Lucy was actually the only woman that Ines was attracted to, and in this case, Lucy was also attracted to Ines once they basically put eyes on one another. But at that moment, Lucy, she was actually dating someone else and having a situation going on with someone else. But when she saw in this case Ines at the bar, she went up to her and they had a conversation, and one thing led to another, and they actually ended up exchanging numbers. And from there on, we all know history started to be made. They actually end up being from that moment on in a 4-year relationship. They are living together and they are already planning for what is next to come. But not only that, since they live in the heart of Paris, they have decided to rent out the room of the baby, which doesn't exist yet, so make extra money. And at the beginning, you can see that Ines wasn't very happy about it by having strange people, sleeping in the room that they are building for their future child. But at that moment, they already, like I said, they already been through 5 attempts and none of the attempts was working. So they were basically trying to do another one yet again. So in this case, they were renting out the room, making extra cash, but you can see that their relationship was starting to, I won't say fall apart, I would just say going through a route because in this case, Ines was really, really obsessive with getting pregnant and being a mom and just wanting to be a mom. And Lucy was more chilled about it. She was like, okay, if it happens, it does. And then if it doesn't, okay, we were just going to keep trying. So they were on the same page, but not 100% on the same page. Hopefully, I make sense by saying that. So later on, as they go back to the clinic, you can actually see that Lucy in this case actually ends up finding out that the doctor who was doing their process, was basically not giving them the correct treatment that they deserve. He was basically manipulating the seed in this case, and that's why she couldn't get pregnant. So Lucy actually ends up calling him, and he actually ends up becoming a very important person to help them find a donor, especially after he explained why does he do it is because not enough people are donating, so he has to go through that matters in order to make sure that there are enough seed for everybody. So after that, they go on a route to find someone to donate. It was very difficult. They put their relationship through a whole lot. They were disconnecting, connecting, disconnecting, connecting. But it's actually also very funny to see how you can really see that there came a point that they both just wanted to get it through with, and they were just like, okay, let's go ahead. Let's go get it done. Let's go find our donor. Let's see what will happen. But it was very, very, very challenging for them. So as they go through the process, they actually end up ending in this, fertility clinic where they were about to pay 10,000 euros in order to get the whole process going. But Lucie's card actually ends up declining, and then got also the couple into an argument because Ines felt like Lucy didn't want it enough, that she was basically just doing it because she wanted to do it. So that also caused a lot of argument, but that wasn't the case. It was actually very, very expensive. But later on, they actually ends up finding this guy that has been donating for years, but now he's also very much booked up. He can just be donating like that. It takes time. You have to wait on the list. And the couple, they want it right away to get the process going. So they actually ends up going behind this guy in order to basically apply pressure on him so he can donate. He actually ends up trying to donate, but things don't go well. And then the couple, in this case, Lucy and Ines, they actually end up going to prison. Not in prison, they were just locked up because it was like they were forcing him to do it, but they weren't, but they were. So, because of the pressure that they were applying on him. So, after that, the couple have just decided to take a break from finding a donor because they realized that nothing that they were doing was actually helping their situation. So they kind of parted ways for, I wouldn't even say for a full day, just for a couple of hours. In this case, Lucy went to the bar and she actually ended up recounting what her ex, and they didn't do anything. They were just at the bar drinking, dancing, and of course, you can clearly see that Ines's friend who really cares for her went after her and told her like, hey, you need to go get your woman back. I know you guys are like trying your all to get a baby, but this isn't the way to go about it. So yes, and then after Ines went after Lucy and basically told her, hey, moral of the story, to sum everything up, I apologize for my behavior. Let's just take a break from wanting to be moms and let's just enjoy us. And that's exactly what happened. The couple actually end up going and they actually got married, which was very beautiful. They had a beautiful ceremony. All the friends, everybody who support them were there, and it was actually a very, very cute scene to see. So after that, after the marriage, not after the marriage, actually during the marriage, you can see that, and once again, Ines's best friend basically gave this beautiful speech and he said that he will become a donor. So, and then other guys that were also at the attempt of Ines and Lucy's wedding also said that they will become donors. So that actually was something very positive. And moral of the story is that they finally found a donor, so so that they can become parents, and that was something beautiful to see. And I get why they had to go through that, because when they were trying to find a donor, there really, really wasn't like being, not even being a couple. They were just like, okay, we need to get it, we need to get it, we need to get it. But the movie is also funny, even though I couldn't really understand the jokes, but I could see through their expressions that it was giving what it's supposed to give. I will highly recommend the movie if any of you haven't watched it yet. So where can you watch the movie? You can actually go ahead and go watch the movie on Prime Video. Yes, you can go ahead and go watch the movie on Prime Video. It's there. It's available depending on your location, on your country. But there is where I actually watch it at. So yes, guys, that's basically it. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. That is very, very important. And I also want to say that I've activated the super stickers to the channel, just in case any of you would like to make a small donation. That will help us out a lot. Thank you so much for all the love and all the support. Until the next video, and goodbye.